Engines are actually very important parts of planes, so today we're going to be shoving some engines into these holes on the wings that we have right here. As you can see, there are currently 6 holes, which means we're probably going to have 6 engines. Let's go ahead and get straight to it. Okay, so we're going to jump straight into this by deleting a few things. We're going to delete this guy right here, and a lot of these guys right here. We're then going to replace those with these pieces, so that the engines can actually poke out forwards. We're then going to go out forwards by 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, sure, and then maybe like 2 of these? I don't know. So we'll do this, and I guess we'll do this, as well as actually sending these guys inwards as well. There we go. That looks quite nice. Push that onto there, attach all these guys together back here, and then we got to do the side pieces as well. I was thinking though, it might be kind of nice to actually have something a little bit higher, like this, that we can mount on there as well. So we can attach those guys, we can zoom this backwards as well, delete these guys as we go. Alright, awesome. And then I think if we chuck these guys onto there too, that will actually look really, really cool. Yeah. Ooh, I like it. Alright, so on the sides, we're actually going to go ahead and add these guys as well. So let's go ahead and do this guy right here. We're going to chuck, I guess, one of these guys on the top. There we go. And one of them on the bottom as well. Obviously, it is going to change a little bit, and that is kind of weird. But if we chuck something in there, like this, there we go. Chuck this guy onto there, that will be awesome. There we go. So that is going to be the holder for the engine, and then I guess the engine is going to be mounted quite far forwards. But with that being said, let's go ahead and shove a propeller on there and see if it actually fits. My main issue is that the center, well, this one right here, might actually be slightly too close to the actual body of the plane to be useful. So let's go ahead and put a prop on it and just see what it looks like. End of rotor light, I guess. Alright, I mean, they look tiny, but if we make them bigger by doing this, maybe that'll be fine? I don't really know. I'm gonna shove a motor on it, just so that it can spin, and we'll see if it actually hits into the fuselage or not. Because it might hit it, it might also not hit it. I'm not sure. Here we go, let's see if this works! Oh yeah, it's actually far enough away from the body that that will be fine. Okay, so what I need to do now is essentially have this engine mounted into that slot right there, that slot right there, that slot right there, and that slot right there. And then we have to put engines actually inside of these things. There she is. Oh, this is looking pretty good. A few of you guys were saying maybe we need some turboprops, so I could actually shove just some jet engines in here and call it a day. But I'm not sure I like that idea or not. I might have to just do a bunch of different ideas, although I was thinking that, I don't know, diesel power seems to be the way that I want to go, to be honest. So what we'll probably do is add some exhausts into the sides of these, and go with diesel engines in here as well. So let's go ahead and start adding those to the insides, and see what that'll do. Here we go, so let's go straight to the normal engines then. We're gonna go with the small ones, as you can see. And actually, let's go to gearbox first. Attach a gearbox onto this one, and I guess this one. We're gonna do it on all of them. Yeah, there we go. And then I guess we're just gonna start with the engine. So we need to get ourselves a clutch to begin with. Nope, no. I want a pipe first. Yeah, I want a pipe that will allow us to remove some of the power if we need to. That's fine. Okay, so that's there. Let's then go to engine, and then we can start building. So again, clutch first, shove that so it's pointing that way. We're then gonna need a bunch of crankshafts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, yeah, 8, okay. And then we're gonna go ahead and put cylinders all around all of these. So let's go ahead and grab some cylinders, and we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we'll do it on this side, we'll do it on this side, and we'll do it on the bottom as well. We're then going to shove this guy on the back. We're going to need some starters, so let's go ahead and do that next. Starter, where is it? There it is. We're going to shove 2 starters per engine, so one there, and obviously this one here. There we go. We're then going to need to tie all of the engines to each other. or all of the cylinders to each other, I should say. So let's go ahead and grab this in this color, shove it on there, shove it on the bottom, just like this, and shove it on this side as well. So one there, and I guess one here. There we go. Alright, we're then going to need air, fuel, and coolant delivered to that. So, how are we going to go about doing that? Fuel, shove that one straight on the back like this. Air? We're going to shove that actually on here, but point it straight upwards. And then exhaust, I'm not sure where the exhaust should actually go out of, but probably the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, and this. And then I guess I'll send the exhaust out of... Oh, actually. A bit further forward. Here and here. And then if I delete this guy and this guy, we can actually send the exhaust out the bottom and fire it away. Yeah. Okay, we've got all of the engines in place. One there, one here, and one here. Now what we need to do is add some huge fuel tanks. The thing is, I do actually want the fuel to be in the wings, at least a lot of it. But that will cause some issues with the balance of the aircraft. So this could be a weird move. But let's go ahead and fill this in anyway. We're going to go from here all the way down to like here. And then we're going to go from here to here. And these are going to be some huge fuel tanks in the wings. So on the sides, we're going to go and delete 1, 2, 3. We're going to shove some fluid ports into each of those. These guys, here we go, 1, 2, 3. We're going to shove a meter and a spawner in there, and that is going to be pretty good. So there we go. Where is the spawner? There it is. The other way around. There we go. The meter needs to be pointing this way as well. I don't know why it's pointing that way. All right, there we go. And all of these guys need to be pointing the other way as well. What am I doing? All right, there we go. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. So let's go ahead and connect the fuel up to each of these. The exhaust is already connected out of the bottom of the engines, and the air is actually connected through these bits on the top. One there, and one there. So let's get inside, connect the fuel tanks up, and then I guess we'll get the microcontroller to see if these engines will work, and then we need to actually add some coolant to these guys as well. Okay, it's time to shove some keys in here. This is going to be for starting the engines, so let's just go ahead and shove this guy into there. We'll actually seal up this wall right here, because that looks better, and then we need to add the keys to here. So, for each of the engines, we're actually just going to go ahead and put a key on each side, so that's fine. So, engine 1, yes, we're obviously going to do 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Engine 2, engine 3, engine 4, oh, 4, okay, engine, oh no, actually, maybe this one should be engine 4, 4, engine 5, engine 6. Okay, so let's go ahead and connect all of those together, and then get ourselves a throttle in there, and see if these engines will run. This is it. So this is the first time I'm spawning it in with the engines, sorry, with the fuel in the wings and the engines inside as well. And it does actually still float sort of fine. Okay, good. Let's go inside and turn all these keys. Okay. Okay, okay, and okay. There we go. Oh, we are leaning a little bit. We might need something to sort that out. Okay. Throttle it up? Oh. That's not gonna work out. We need to increase the RPS of those engines. We also need to not tip over, so I need to try and fix that somehow. Alright, that actually is better, but it's still not enough to get us in the air. I kind of want this thing to be somewhat underpowered again. Sometimes we go overpowered with our builds and then they end up flying really fast and stuff like that. That is not what I want with this. With this, I want it to fly relatively sort of badly, so that it can get in the air, it can fly kind of smoothly through the sky and get to where it needs to get to and then land. And also be able to take off again. But yeah, we need to go faster than this to actually get airborne. Let's take a break from the engines for a second and just work on the outside just really quickly. What I want to do is add a line essentially straight down the side of the aircraft. We're going to go with this guy right here and just zoom it all the way backwards like this. That's all good. Zoom it past the door and continue backwards. We're going to essentially send this actually all the way around the entire aircraft, because I feel like that is going to work out very nicely. Alright, shove that into there, zoom it backwards all the way around to the back, paint all the pieces that need painting extra. There we go. And paint that bit. Okay, we're then going to zoom this across here. And that's all good. Yes! What we're then going to do is actually replace the white color with, I guess, like a tan color? I don't really know, like a really light tan color like this. Oh, that's not quite light enough, actually. Bring it up a little bit more. Oh, again, not quite right. Not quite right. That'll do. That color will do for now. It's going to be the main color of the top side. What I'm going to do is actually paint all around the bottom side in white again. And I think this will actually make the aircraft look pretty cool. I could be wrong. This might actually end up looking awful, but we will see. So yeah, let me just go ahead and paint it all in. And then if we need to change it, we can totally change it, but hopefully this will be fine. All right, paint all of these guys. There's a lot to paint, isn't there? There's a crazy amount to paint. All right, just keep it painting. Go, 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 go. All around the outside. And then we'll spawn it in, we'll see what it looks like, and hopefully it looks pretty good. There she is. Okay, I feel like that works out. Maybe, possibly. So let's go ahead and jump back inside again. And let's go ahead and power up the engines once again. There we go. There we go. And there we go again. Okay. If I throttle this up, let's see how much power we can get out of these for now. Alright, it's quite a slow acceleration to begin with, but we are moving. We're moving alright, actually. This is good. This is good. I don't know if this is actually good. Alright, so I feel like we do actually have enough power. We just have no way of getting the power out of the engines because these propellers are actually pretty small. So, although I said I wasn't going to have country rotating props, I think we are going to have country rotating props just to hopefully provide enough like surface to actually get us in the air. So let's go ahead and add those, and then we'll see if it'll actually get up into the sky. Here we go. Right, chuck that on there. Chuck it on this one as well, and chuck it on this one. Although actually, no. Invert them. Yes. Yeah, there we go. Shove that one on there and shove this one on here. So essentially it's going to be turning the other way to the one that's in front of it. That's fine. So chuck this up there, chuck this up here, chuck this one up as well. And then we're going to go to these guys and we're going to do the same thing. So Bosch, Bosch, yes, and finally this one, Bosch. Good. We are so close to being airborne, but it's just not quite doing it. That's kind of annoying, but it's also sort of fine. We are going to need a little bit of a boost for this. I'm not sure how I'm going to get that boost, but we do need one. But look at that. Woo! That's a lot of propellers. Here we go. After editing the gearboxes a little bit, you will see that this thing should be able to now take off into the sky. There we go. It's a very quick takeoff, but that's fine. The problem with this aircraft right now is that the pitch is actually inverted, which makes it very difficult to fly. We also have no ailerons, but it is powerful enough to get into the sky, so that's all that matters. Okay, now that we're upside down, we can fly it normally. Very good. What is this? Why is it so stable upside down? Anyway, the aircraft works, guys, so I'm really happy with this. Okay, I'm going to do a flip over the top. There we go. And she is a flyer. Very nice. So, very soon, we're going to need to add some ailerons to this thing to allow it to roll and stuff like that. We're going to have to add an interior because at the minute the interior is extremely bare. And other things. So, yeah. Anyway, for now, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.